So I thought I was recording. I wasn't, apparently. So, quick rewind. Have your base on. Doesn't matter. This one's liquid. You can do liquid or powder foundation, whatever. And then you take a thick brush and you slap on your lines. To do your cheekbones, suck in your cheeks, make a fish face. Just slap it on. See how not complete it is? I also do here, a little bit here, and here. I highlight or contour under my bottom lip and this thing right here, okay? And then the bridge of your nose is hard. I do here and up into my eyebrows. Okay. And then I kind of try to bring a little bit of that down into the sides of my nose because we both have bricker nose where it's really fat. And then I take another brush. I'm using this one today. I use these two mainly. This one's a little too warm. That one's very much too warm. And then I usually use this one or this one for my white. So I've been using this one a lot, so I'm almost out of it. And this one's more like a highlighter, so I don't use it very much. Today I'm going to use this one. And then I fill in all the places I want to stay white or highlight. Top of the lip, here, here, here. This is really bad lighting, I'm sorry. And you kind of just put it on, slap it on, no rhyme or reason. Well, there is a rhyme, and a reason, but don't get too stuck on it being perfect, okay? So there we go. I look like a half-assed drag queen. Then you take a big fluffy brush, and this is where the fucking magic happens. Blend, 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 and then when you don't think you're quite done, blend for like another minute. Like, it's forever. And I'm not going to do it a lot, but okay, it feels like a lot, but you can see as I'm going that I'm softening out. Try not to wrinkle your brow. Try not to pucker your face, smile. I try to keep it as smooth as humanly possible, which seems silly, but it hits all the right spots. I am blended out. See? I have pretty contour. And then I grab my blush brush. And again, I'm doing this wet, so this might be a little different if you're using powder because you don't have to do one of the final steps. And then I just kind of do this and this. And if it's too heavy, I take my little blendy brush and I blend it back in. And it softens it. I keep a soft brush that is just for blending. I don't put anything directly on it. It's all just brushing the face. And then, because I did wet liquid foundation, I've got my powder. And I set my face. You'll see a lot of people do they'll bake it and then they'll brush it off. I do not. I leave it on, but I have the oiliest skin to oil. So if you do liquid foundation, if you set your face, set in here, and here, and here, hit your T-spot, your oily spots. Yes, I'm using a sponge. I actually find it way easier and less wasteful than a brush. You can then go over your face with a brush. All right, so one of the things I said when I thought I was recording and wasn't is that I was going to do this straight through to highlighter. So I'm going to do a couple of extra steps that you probably don't care about. And I'm not going to do them on film, or I'm not going to talk through them. I'm just going to fucking do them because I can. Eyebrows. I have a little brush. I have a fabulous, this little palette. I love it. Today I'm feeling D-Swan. No, D-Swan. D-Swan. And I have gotten to a point where I can mostly straight line this, especially if I'm just half-assing my day. And not trying to look great for everyone. But, as Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye, says, gonna not do the basics for your face. Do lip, eyeliner, mascara, and your eyebrows. The end. So I have gotten, if Jeremy Renner says so, then I do it. Not really, but you know. Sounds good. And then I just go back over it. With my brushy brush. That little thing. Eyeliner, in case you care. Also, I don't know if you do, but I do this part of my eye. If you don't like it, look away, and I will tell you here in a second when you can. Okay, you look. You looked away. Some people think that's creepy, and that's fine, and I don't want you to stare at the inside of my eyeball. Okay, so did that, didn't do this. I have a lip plumper that I like to put on before I put my lipstick on because I think it helps with my lip liner. Okay, the next part, highlighter. The Look You Loved is actually both of those colors. I have obviously used the shit out of this one. I love this one. Take a brush and then I just do this part right here. I do down the bridge. I do a quick brush over each eyebrow. That part of my lip. And then if I want to just get extra powder off, I'll do whatever. But I focus here and here. But yesterday, the Look You Loved, that one was the golden one, and then I come back in with the white one. I just very gently go over the look. And then I take whichever one, usually it's whichever one I used that day, or whichever one works with the look, and I highlight the underside of my brow, which is why I had to do my brows. I did my eyeshadow first because I find that doing my eyeshadow before I do my foundation, any of that eyeshadow that like falls out, because we all have that fallout that you have to like get rid of. I don't have to get rid of it. I cover it with the foundation, or I wipe my face and then do it. It gets rid of all that stuff. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to do my mascara and lip off camera. If you want, I can send you a photo of the completed look afterwards. If you even get this in time, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, I love you. I hope that helped. If not, when you're here, I will totally walk through it with you. I love you. I'll talk to you later.